I am going to show you how to do this Heart Faux braid. I will be using my faux braid braiding cap, where yellow represents the crown area, orange is the hair above the ear, red is the hair at ear level, and pink is the hair below the ears. Now in this case, yellow is going to just stay down. You can tie it here if you're planning on doing something with the hair on top, but otherwise we're going to keep it flat and we're going to leave it down. Next it's going to be orange. Orange is going to come to the middle and I'm going to tie it right here. Once orange is tied, we are going to take red next. Red is going to be forming the first heart. I am going to take red, bring it towards the middle, right where the orange hair tie is. I'm going to take my two fingers, I'm going to place them above red, but underneath orange. And my two fingers will be creating a pathway. I'm going to take red strand, bring it up into my two fingers, and I'm going to pull it through. Now this is creating half of the first heart. Let's do the same on the other side. I'll take red, bring it to the middle where the hair tie is. Take my two fingers, place them above red, but underneath orange, creating this pathway. Bring red up to my two fingers and pulling it through. And that created my second half of my heart. Now we're going to move red nicely into the middle. Take red's two strands and tie them above orange right here. For our second heart, we are going to use pink. Pink is going to be brought in the middle above red's hair tie. Bring it here. Take your two fingers, place them above pink, but underneath red, creating the same pathway. Open up your fingers, bring pink to your fingers and pull through. And this creates half of pink's heart. Let's do the same on the other side. Grabbing pink, bringing it to this hair tie right here. Taking your two fingers, placing them above pink but underneath red. Bringing pink into your two fingers and pulling through. Making sure pink is in the middle, right here. Taking pink's two strands, bringing them in the middle and tying them right there. Now we have two hearts, red and pink. Let's go ahead and do one last one. You're going to grab the hair that's below, right here. In this case, it's yellow. So we're going to grab yellow, not all of it, just a little bit of yellow from the right, a little bit of yellow from the left, and this is going to create our fourth heart. Let's start with the left. I'm going to bring it towards the hair tie in the middle, taking my two fingers, placing them above yellow, but underneath pink. This creates my pathway, bringing yellow to my two fingers and pull it through. This creates half of my heart. Doing the same on the other side. Bringing yellow to this hair tie. Taking my two fingers, placing them above yellow but underneath pink, creating the pathway, bringing yellow to my two fingers and pulling it through. Making sure yellow is nicely in the middle. Taking its two strands, bringing them in the middle and tying them here. So these are the steps for your Heart Faux braid. Let's go ahead and try it on the mannequin head. On the mannequin head, I am now going to tie the crown area. This area is going to stay flat towards the back. Next is going to be orange. So I'm going to grab this sections on both sides and I'm going to bring it towards the middle in the back. And I'm going to tie it right there. Once orange is tied, the next section is going to be red. Now a trick that I like to use is as I go down the head, I take less and less hair, meaning my sections will get thinner, and so therefore my heart will have this nice shape that goes thicker to thinner, and it just looks prettier to me. So let's go ahead and try it the way that I like it. I'm going to take red next, but instead of taking the full section of red, I'm going to take a nice smaller section of red. Always making sure that it's from the outside. And then my next section below red will be thinner than this one, and the following one after that will be thinner than the previous one. So here's my red. I'm going to bring it towards my hair tie, right here. Take my 2 fingers, place it above red, but underneath orange. Open them up, creating this pathway, bringing red to my fingers and pulling through. Bringing it back towards the middle, and this creates half my heart. Let's do the same on the other side. Grabbing a section towards the outside, not all of it, making sure it's about the same size as your previous one, because we want to make sure that the heart is nice and even. This seems about right. So I'm going to take this red section, bring it towards the middle above this hair tie, taking my 2 fingers, place them above red, but underneath orange, creating this pathway, opening up my fingers, placing red into my fingers and pulling through. Making sure that red is placed nicely into the middle, bringing both strands into my hand, and we are going to tie it right there. There's my first heart. This is also a beautiful half down. Now I'm going to pull on the outside a little bit to make the heart a little fatter. And now I'm going to take my next section. The next section is going to be pink, and I'm going to make sure that it's thinner than this previous section. So I'm grabbing hair from the outside, below the ears, so this is my pink. And then I'll go ahead and actually choose the one on the other side as well, just to make sure that they're about the same thickness. Okay, this feels good to me. So I'm going to leave this right here. All right, pink. I am going to bring this towards the hair tie. Then I'm going to take my 2 fingers, place them above pink but underneath red, bring pink into my fingers and pulling it through. Bringing it back to the center. Now let's grab my section on the other side. Bringing it towards the middle, taking my 2 fingers above pink but underneath red, bringing the hair to my fingers and pulling it through. Bringing these 2 in the center. Taking my 2 strands, bringing it into my hand, and I'm going to tie it right here. There's my second heart. I'm going to pull on the outside a little bit just to fluff it out. And I want to make sure that my first heart is bigger than my second heart, because I want it to go down like in a V. Okay, for my third heart, I'm going to grab hair that's on the outside, thinner than the previous section. So I'm going to grab both at the same time, just to make sure that they're about the same size. Okay, I believe these are about the same size. I'm going to put this to the side, work with my left one first, bringing it to my hair tie. Now this would be yellow with the cap, bringing in this to the hair tie, cleanly in my hands, taking my 2 fingers, placing them above yellow but underneath pink, opening up my fingers, bringing yellow to my hand, to my fingers, and pulling through. Let's do the same with the other section. Bringing it towards the middle, taking my 2 fingers above yellow but underneath pink, bringing the hair to my fingers and pulling through. Making sure that this hair in the middle is in the center. Taking the 2 strands, bringing them into the middle, and I'm going to tie them right there. Now that it's tied, I'm going to pull on the sides a little bit just to make the heart a little wider, but smaller than this heart, and this heart is smaller than this heart. And this is how you do a heart faux braid. Start thicker and work your way down, taking thinner and thinner sections.